Good evening, John Brandt here in Atlanta, Georgia. And for my assignment, I looked at two dissertations. The first one was titled Ending America's Vietnam War, Vietnamizations, Domestic and International Ramifications in 1968 and 1970 by D.L. Prentice in 2013 at Ohio University. He used 187 references, including interviews, presidential papers, congressional papers, books, and film. The PhD is 497 pages, and the method he used is that he examined 8 domestic, foreign, and domestic archives. As far as the content is concerned, he examined how America's allies and enemies reacted to the domestic context and decision-making given the perception of the crumbling home front Americans opposed to the war and what effect it had on American policy. The conclusion was that Nixon's policy of holding the line gave way to the Laird's Vietnamization policy that signaled the end of the American involvement in Vietnam. The second dissertation I looked at was titled Fears of 1857, the British Empire in the Wake of the Indian Rebellion by J.C. Bender in 2011 at Boston College. She used 274 sources, including books, the Archives of New Zealand, Auckland City Library, the Sir George Grey Special Collection, petitions to the House Assembly from July 1861 in New Zealand, the Eyre Letters in Turnbull Library of New Zealand, 1835 to 1869. She also used the Oxford Library, Colonial Office Papers, the Disraeli Papers, and government dispatches. The dissertation was 259 pages, and her method was to depart from the traditional historiographical portraits by exploring the ramifications of 1857 in Jamaica, Ireland, New Zealand, and the Cape Colony in South Africa. As far as the content was concerned, she talks about how debates on methods of rule by Britain in India led to the shaping of imperial policy in those 4 colonies. In conclusion, the fear of uprising in India led to an imperial policy in those 4 colonies, Jamaica, Ireland, New Zealand, and Cape Colony in South Africa. So there you have two dissertations, one 497 pages, and one about half of that. So the debate rolls on as to the length and breadth and value of PhDs. Thank you.